Good day, YouTube. I was watching a video just a few nights ago. I usually watch YouTube at 9, 10 p.m. every night. Whether it's music, whether it's thrifting, whether it's vintage, whether it's sometimes Air Force. Not often do I watch Air Force stuff. I'll watch interviews, I'll watch historical videos, I'll watch anything that I'm interested in. But a few nights ago, I was watching a historic channel that I subscribe to. I don't even know the name of it, but the reason I watched it was because it was talking about Lackland Air Force Base, which is the gateway to the Air Force. And I thought about something at that moment. I was like, I've been there, I've done that. I was a part of Air Force basic training. What I want to talk about is I'm thankful that I was enlisted in the Air Force for almost 6 years, just shy of 6 years before I commissioned. But I'm a part of that history too. And if you're watching this video, maybe you've gone through basic training yourself. I'd be curious if that's the case, what year you went through and your experience in the comments below. I went in 17 April 1996 and I graduated at the end of May, at the very end of May, if not first week of June of 1996. I got to go and deal with the MTIs, the military training instructors, who are loud and awesome. Awesome because they were trained to do their job and I loved it. And they get 50 individuals, whether it's 50 males, 50 females, strangers, and after basic training, they march and sound as one. Everyone's on the same page when it comes to joining the Air Force and being an airman at that point. And I hadn't thought about that, but I was very proud to say I was an enlisted member. I can relate. So the video that I was watching, they were talking about these old dorms and the history behind the old dorms. When I joined the Air Force and when I went through basic training, I went through the old dorms. I had an opportunity in late 2017 to see the new dorms, and they're incredible. Most youngsters now, all youngsters now are going through the new dorms, but I went through the historic dorms. When I joined the Air Force, we wore BDUs, battle dress uniform. That was the first uniform that I wore from 96 till about 2008 or 9 or so. And then we went to the ACUs, and then it changed. And now it's kind of like a BDU. I forgot, OCPs I think they're called. I never wore those. But I am very proud to say that I was an airman, enlisted, that I went through basic training at the gateway to the Air Force, which is Lackland Air Force Base. I had a conversation today with a friend of mine. He never served, but he helps all service members at the base where I work with finances. And he's never been to San Antonio. And I was like, what? You've never been to San Antonio? He goes, no, never. And he's 71. So I've been to San Antonio at Lackland Air Force Base. I've been TDY there afterwards as well. And I was part of the day where you get a Liberty Pass towards graduation and you get to visit the River Walk. So I was a part of that as well. With my blues, I had one stripe at graduation. They call them mosquito wings, I think. It's been a long time, but reminiscing about my time. Do I miss the Air Force being in uniform? Nope. That was 27 years ago that I went through basic training. I enjoyed it while I was in, but I've moved on. And the Air Force, I'm so thankful for the Air Force in so many ways for giving me discipline, structure, team, travel, experience, and I served my country, and I went wherever the Air Force sent me. Eventually I commissioned and I finished out my time that way. I retired from the Air Force Reserve and I enjoyed every moment. I have so many good relationships and memories and friends to this day from serving in the Air Force. It's something that, you know, you're 1% of the population that serves in the military. So, excuse me, I was gonna, excuse me, sneeze. I did sneeze. I was trying to avoid that, but the sun is right in my face, the beautiful sun. And, you know, if you went through basic training, let me know if you'd like to in the comments below when you were there. I talk about 1996 like it was a long time ago, and it was. You'd be surprised how many people will contact me saying, I served in 1970 or 71 or the 70s or the 80s, and I love hearing those stories in the comments below. Salute to everyone that served in the military, in the Air Force, and I will always love and be thankful for the Air Force. Have a great day.